Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today's video will be coming from the heart, and I will try to keep it concise and not necessarily brief, but I still want to share my thoughts and opinion. So this is in regards to the whole debacle happening right now in K-pop with Blackpink, CL, and Kiss of Life. I was gonna make this video earlier in the week. I think it was during the weekend when the whole videos came out about Blackpink and CL. I was gonna organize my thoughts, and then yesterday I saw the Kiss of Life video, and I thought to myself, I have to make a video about this. One thing you should know is that K-pop in its foundation and its core is anti-black and racist, and the fandom is inherently racist as a byproduct of that. And you see this in the first generation of K-pop with people doing blackface and saying the N-word and just being derogatory and portraying quote-unquote hip-hop, but hip-hop as a caricature of black people. And you used to see it in the second generation as well, and you used to see in the third generation with the flippant display of AAVE mannerisms that are deemed black, which doesn't make any sense because black people are on a monolith. And with the use of racist lyrics, for instance, Zico, J Park, Sunny E, and with the portrayal of rap and hip-hop being aggressive and in your face, and you see it in a lot of groups dynamics when they want to pursue or have a concept that is hip-hop X or hip-hop forward. They portray there's a change in the mannerisms, they rap with a little bit of a twang, they bring out the thinness, for instance Blackpink. And as a K-pop fan, it's not surprising to me that these people said the N-word, because knowing what South Korea is like, South Korea is a very racist country. Let's be for real. Take away your rose-colored glasses. South Korea is very racist. They choose to be racist. They choose to stay ignorant and stay uneducated. So I wasn't surprised. But what surprised me was, one, the response, and two, the people I saw it coming from. For Blackpink, all three that said the N-word confidently and with their chests are all English speakers. Now, Lisa is and wasn't a fluent English speaker. She speaks English, but not fluently like Jennie or Rosé, but she speaks English nonetheless. Lisa, I could not even turn out. I'm still upset, and I still think it's silly, because you're a teenager, you should know better. But Lisa, I could turn a semi-blind eye to. But Rosé and Jennie, now that's what takes me off, because Rosé was born in New Zealand, moved to Australia. So Rosé spent most of her formative years in Australia. She grew up abroad. So did Jennie. Jennie spent a few years of her formative years in South Korea, then moved to New Zealand and lived amongst rich white people. So to people defending, and now this is what gets me upset, and this is why I'm ticked off, and I don't know why, given the state of the world, but sometimes you just can't believe that people still think this way. And you know damn well a lot of this sentiments and statements are coming from non-black people, and if they are coming from black people, they're coming from black people that have zero self-respect. For you to say they were teenagers, come on, That's a silly excuse. A child saying it, I would go, that's a child. It's their parents' fault. But you're a teenager. A 15-year-old knows better. I can tell you comfortably I can stand on ground and tell you that I have never said a racial slur in my entire life, except the N-word. But it's not a racial slur to me. Why? Because I am black. I am allowed to say the N-word. And I barely even say it because I don't have the need to say it. So if I, as a black person, doesn't say it, and I don't feel the need to say it, why are you, as an Asian person, a South Korean and a Thai person, saying it? Oh, it's in the song lyrics. Why did the rappers put it? Why did the rappers saying the N-word even I want it to be said? I don't know, maybe because the rappers are black and they're talking about other black people. Maybe that's why they say it. And in the words of Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. When Kendrick Lamar said that they not like us, he wasn't just talking about Drake. He was talking about like non-black people. You guys are not black and you'll never be black. So don't try to act like you're black. So the whole excuse of them being teenagers, it's stupid and it's silly. We have to drop that excuse. Bring a new one. Because a 15-year-old knows better. A 15-year-old knows better. And this is why you babying and infantilizing this K-pop idols, it's so silly, especially if you're not black. Because if you use the notion of they're 15, they didn't know better, what about the other 15-year-old black kids that wear called and still get called the N-word, that get called racial slurs, but the hard ER at the end that get called monkeys? What about them? So because they're 15, it's okay for them to go through racial abuse, but because your faves are 15, they don't know any better and they can say the racial slur. Rose and Jenny definitely knew better. They just don't care. And this is one thing you guys should get put into your brain. Your faves are racist, whether you like it or not. Your faves are racist. My faves could be racist. I don't know these people. But looking at the people, looking at the evidence that has been provided, they are racist. Oh, Jenny and Lisa has collaborated with black artists. Oh, Jenny and Lisa like hip-hop. Oh, Jenny and Lisa like black artists. You can like a black artist and still be inherently racist to your core. You liking a black artist or liking certain things, certain elements of not just black American culture or black culture, but African culture as well, does not make you any less racist. It's because most people, including K-pop fans and including K-pop idols, do not see black people as people. You don't see elements of of black culture, of African culture, of African American culture as a culture. You see it as a trend, thereby and inherently devaluing black individuals as people, because you don't see us as people. You see us as figments of a trend. You see us as a trend maker, a trend setter, a placeholder for a trend, but you don't see us as people with cultures. And inherently, and you guys are taking from said culture but not acknowledging the stories that come with this culture, and only wanting to pick and choose what you want and dropping the others, and still being racist and not being accepting. And then I've also seen the whole so their training and evaluation. I am pretty sure these people choose the songs they want to sing to or perform to for their monthly evaluations. As someone who has been a K-pop fan for a good part of my teenage years, they definitely choose the songs. So don't bring that silly excuse. And also, let's say they were given the songs by YG. You know, it's so easy to skip over the N-word. if I as a black person skip over the N-word when I'm singing and listening to songs because I just don't feel the need to say, why can't you as a non-black person skip over the word? It's just a word. It's not that deep. It's not just a word. This word has centuries of blood and discrimination on it, and it was reclaimed back by the subject of said oppression. We're not. For you to say it's just a word, I'm sorry. Is it your ancestors that were called the N-word? Like, remind me again who was in the transatlantic slave trade. Remind me again who the victims of that trade were, and who were called the N-word, and who were disregarded and are still disregarded and regarded less than animals. Remind me again. So if said group of people want to reclaim back a word that was used to devalue them, to be less than an animal, and want to use it as a form of brotherhood and just collectiveness within them, how dare you say it back? Like, how disrespectful. That's another thing. And CL is so annoying, and for people to say that she didn't know any better, CL was 18 in that video, don't piss me off. CL also grew up abroad. And for people that say South Koreans don't know, South Koreans have the South Korean word for the N-word equivalent. Like, they have the N-word equivalent with the hard ER in South Korean. Like in Hangul, they have it in Hangul and in South Korean. And if you're you should go, there's a video, I'll go look it up if I can, but maybe I can't. It's not my job to educate you. If a South Korean hears another South Korean calling a black person the South Korean equivalent to the N-word, some people will get upset and ask them, why are you doing that? Because they know it's wrong. They know saying the N-word is wrong. They just don't care because they don't look at black people as people. They think of us as strength. They think of us and the right and seeing us as human beings with human emotions and years of shared collective experiences. They look at us and they think swag. They look at us and they think AAVE, Fina Kada Shuda Kada child. And for black people to say it's not that deep, or to say, well, I'm black and I don't care. Well, shame on you and shame on your family and shame on your parents, because what do you mean your ancestors died? Your ancestors cried and blood, sweat and tears and toiled and fought for freedom. For your freedom to say it's not that deep for people that don't even look like you to want to say a word that has blood and dirt in it that was reclaimed by your kind. You're a disgrace. You're sick. You're a disgrace. You shame on you and shame on your genealogy line, because God forbid. And the kiss of life issue, embarrassing. These girls knew better. I don't care. Fuck all of you, especially Julie. Every time I saw her, I just knew the vibes were off with her. I could never really get into her, and I just knew why. It's just the fact that she said the N-word before. This is why, even as a K-pop fan, I'm barely a fan of a lot of groups because I don't know these people, and knowing them well how the K-pop fandom is, I just I don't know these people. So a lot of the times I don't even like a lot of girls because I just know damn well you're calling me a monkey behind my back. And the Kiss of Life showed it. I barely even have songs of theirs on their playlist just to see that the girls who ate the crumbs of Tyler and other black artists, specifically Tyler, because Sticky was very Tyler-esque, for these girls to have a party, a hip-hop themed party, and proceed to act in stereotypes of black people is incredibly, it shows your lack of intellectual standing. It shows the lack of neural activity happening in all the hemispheres of your brain. It shows how ginormously stupid and idiotic you guys are. As all, how many people are there in the group? All 4 of you are, because you guys are incredibly stupid and you guys are all idiots. That's very idiotic, and for anyone that defends them, you're an idiot just like them. This is idiotic behavior. And yeah, hip-hop was created by black people for black people to tell black experiences, to tell black story. Hip-hop is inherently black. It's the black experience, because whether you like it or not, even if you're an African American, black people are all around the world. Black people are always going to face racism wherever you go. So this whole, oh, it's just people in America. No, I don't live in America. I live in Great Britain. I live in the United Kingdom, and racism is so very rampant here. Even in Africa, racism by white settlers and by white tourists is very rampant. Even in Europe, I literally live in Europe. Like, what do you mean? Racism and the racist experience targeted towards black people isn't just an American thing. It's all around the world. It's in South America. That's why Afro-Latinas barely get they do credit because of racism. It's the same in Europe, in every part of Europe. Heck, even in France. So do you know when I went to France, the last time I did, there was a graffiti of it wasn't French, but it was basically like, fuck you, N-word. So it's like, and it's gonna be the same in Asia. If you had to go to Asia, you would still experience racism. I'm gonna add a video of a girl who made a really good video, and she made really good points here. But K-pop is inherently racist, and the fans are very racist. Every time news comes out of a K-pop idol saying or acting racist or just being inherently racist, the fans truly show themselves. For instance, back in 2021, I was so thankful I'm so thankful I don't have Twitter. But back in 2021, he sung from Enhypen said the N-word. Whether you like it or not, he said the N-word. And fans just wanted clarity and an apology, because I am supporting you and I want your growth, but you love to say slurs against people that look like me, which is very fair. I would be upset too. And non-black fans, do you know what they did? They doxed one of the girls, or one of the people that made the complaints. They doxed her, and if I recall correctly, I think she tried to take her life. They also sent videos of black people getting lynched to black Enhypen fans. Mind you, lynching was still a thing in the 1950s, just so you know. Like, segregation was still very much a thing in the 1950s, so don't act like racism has ended and slavery was so far, it was not centuries. Segregation was still a thing in 1950. Your parents grew up with segregation in place, so don't be silly, so that your kids are not silly as well. And this is why I always find it so baffling when K-pop idols don't get nominated or aren't brought up in important awards like the Grammys and other awards, and people go, well, they're just being xenophobic and they're being racist towards Asian people, towards Asians. But the same people that cry out xenophobia and hate towards their faves are the same people that send black people videos of them, of their ancestors getting lynched because you would rather your face be racist than your face not getting an award. And to all of you, I say, menace to society, and I hope you never sleep well at night. Yeah. And to any black person that says it's not that deep, it's just a word, shame on you, because your ancestors and my ancestors fought so hard for you to have the freedom that you do, for you to have the amenities and the access you do, just for you to be silly on the internet. Shame on you. You don't deserve it. You really don't. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Also, when I learned that you can, when I saw the Kiss of Life video and the Blackpink video, I just literally looked up, how do I block an artist on Spotify? And then I saw, you can go to the artist name, click on the 3 dots and click do not play artist. So now, Blackpink is never getting played on my phone, which is a shame because I have been on Blink for about 7 to 8 years now. Which is a shame because I haven't listened to Ruby in its entirety. But Jenny's never gonna get played on my phone again. Same as Rosé. I really liked the album Rosie. I've liked all of Rosé's work, but she's never getting played on my phone anymore because I'm not gonna support you knowing that you love to say slurs and dish slurs towards people that look like me. Same as Lisa. Lisa, are we really surprised? No. It's a shame because she was my bias. But am I surprised? No. But at the end of the day, I never knew that she had said the N-word before. I just knew that she had done other silly things, but I could never, this is the thing, never justify an adult or a grown person's behavior because now that's silly. But yeah. Anyways, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also don't be an idiot in my comment section. If you're an idiot, best believe I'm deleting your comment. So comment like you have a working brain. Comment like there's actually neural activity happening in your brain, in your prefrontal cortex. Don't comment like you're stupid, because you're gonna get blocked because you're stupid and you're acting stupid. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Go to 1,000 subscribers. I've never done that before, but bye.
Many K-pop fans tend to think that just because their faves are fans of rap music, that is peak cultural appreciation, and now they're the faces of black activism. Not to quote Kendrick, but majority of these K-pop idols are not colleagues, they are colonizers. When most people think of racism, their minds automatically go to direct verbal and or physical violence, which is completely understandable. When people think racism, they think Confederate flags, slurs, voicing verbatim, I hate this group of people. And yes, that is racism, but not the only form. See, racism isn't only a man wearing a white cloak screaming the hard R. What Kiss of Life did in that birthday live, that was also a form of racism. What they did was racist. And like most K-pop apologies, their apology was not good at all. And in response of the negative reactions to the apologies, I'm seeing some of their fans say, oh, what'd you want them to do, grovel and cry? If the people upset were Korean, maybe they would have, but I digress. 1, you do not get to tell black people how to feel and how to react about something like this. If black people don't want to forgive them, we don't have to. An apology is not created for you to demand that people forgive you. No one is obligated to do anything. Black people owe them nothing. Zeros across the board. An apology is for you to acknowledge your own wrongdoings. It's a, hey, I messed up. I know I messed up. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to learn from this so this will never happen again in the future. They said, here, damn. And honestly, it wasn't even them. It was their company. This is S2 Entertainment. We apologize for the use of language and style in our birthday content uploaded yesterday that conforms to stereotypes of certain races. The content was based on an old school hip-hop style as described, and we intended to portray that vibe in a way that was respectful of the culture, but we were not fully aware that it could come across in a way that reinforced stereotypes of certain races. I sincerely apologize to anyone who may have been offended by this. Our members take this matter seriously, and we will be more mindful and respectful when borrowing cultural references in the future. We will be removing all relevant content accordingly. Again, we apologize to anyone who has been hurt by this. Thank you. Yeah, that wasn't it. No. Every single person has experienced a sorry you feel that way apology at least once in their life, whether it's from a fellow classmate, a co-worker, a boss, a sibling, a friend, even a parent. And that's exactly what that was. Having a company apologize for you when what you did wasn't live is absolutely bananas. If you can mock black people in live, then you can apologize to black people on live. Second off, is it not a part of everyone's school curriculum to learn how to write letters in elementary school? Is it not a part of everyone's school curriculum to learn how to write emails in the 6th grade? What is this? Oh, we're sorry for offending certain races. Be direct who you're speaking to. Reinforce stereotypes of certain races. We apologize to anyone who has been hurt by this. Say black. We apologize for reinforcing black stereotypes. We apologize for offending the black community. Like, bro, the K-pop is so twisted. How are they more afraid of saying black than the N-word or mocking black people? And I really want to focus on this old school hip hop style, which I'm assuming they were trying to do 90s hip hop. But that brings the question, what is hip hop to Kids of Life? What is hip hop to K-pop idols? How do you claim to be a fan of hip hop? How do you claim to be inspired by hip hop when you don't even understand the culture? It's not making any sense. I always see people talking about how hip hop concepts in K-pop seem very forced and unauthentic, and that's because they are exactly that. To the K-pop industry, hip hop is just a costume. One of my favorite clips ever, I really resonate with it, is Vince Staples talking about the question, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Have you really never fell in love with hip hop? What I meant by that was like, what's that moment? Like, when do you fall in love with your mama? You feel me? When you fall in love with your father, like I wasn't trying to be fucked up, but when people not black, they got different experiences. When do you discover hip hop? If you were born in 1993 in the ghetto, when do you walk into a place and they're like, "Hey, this is hip hop. That shit don't fucking like what the fuck do we be talking about?" That's the ask me when I fell in love with like charcuterie or like some stupid white people shit. Like hip hop is a part of I'm black. It's just there. It's always been there. Like, I don't know. Like, that's crazy to think about, bro.
To the Korean music industry, hip-hop is simply just braids, dreads, do-rags, grills, baggy clothes, AAVE, certain mannerisms.
Who that? 마음에 안 들어. Who that? 자꾸 우리 주위 쌤이 이렇게 말하는 거 마음에 안 들어. Who that? 잠깐.
Culture. It's something I've always been around, something my family has always been around. It's a lifestyle. It's something that can be and is so beautiful. So the Korean music industry, hip hop is simply something that's cool and tough and aggressive, but for me, it is everything. It evokes every emotion. Hip hop is poetry. It can be something where we dance and have fun, but it can also be pain. It can be anger. It can be happiness, joyfulness. It can be love. It is passion. Hip hop is a protest. Hip-hop is activism. That is something they do not understand, which is why they will never, ever be like us. Thank you.